now what I want to show you real quick is how to move from objective to objective and retain both focus as well as keeping your particular sample centered. Okay, and I'll talk about a special case scenario where you're going to use the 100x objective, even though you technically didn't in this lab. Okay, so initially I start at 4x and my coarse focus. And let's say that I see my cheek cell right there. Okay, so I see my cheek cell. 4x focus, or 4x objective, and I bring it to focus using the coarse focus adjustment knob. Okay, now before I move to the next objective, I need to first ensure that it's focused using the coarse focus with 4x. And then also what I'm going to need to do is center this in the field of view. If I do not center that cell in the field of view, then as I move up in magnification, I run the risk of losing that. Okay, so let me show you. First off, let's say I do center it, and I move up to 10x. Okay, so I'm going to move up to 10x. And there is my cheek cell. Now, it's for the most part in the center, but I'm still going to center it just a little more. So I'm going to move the view a little more so this is in the center, and I'm going to bring it into focus using the fine focus adjustment knob. And I move up to 40x. Okay? There's my cell. If it's centered, awesome. I'm going to bring it into focus using the fine focus adjustment knob. And then I'm going to move up to 100x. Now, when you move up to 100x, you actually have to use oil immersion. And I do give an example of this in the tutorial for microscopy about how to use oil immersion. Basically, oil immersion allows the light to remain in a singular beam instead of fragmenting when it comes out of the slide's glass. Okay? And by keeping it in that defined beam, it improves the resolution at this magnification. Okay? If we use the 100x objective without oil, our sample is going to appear very fuzzy and we're probably not going to be able to bring it to focus. So I use oil with 100x, and I'm going to use the fine focus to bring it into focus, and then hopefully I get my cheek cell. Okay? So this is what happens if you constantly recenter and refocus. Here's what happens if I didn't recenter that. So I'm going to follow the same steps, but I'm not going to recenter. Okay, so as I zoom in now, notice the cell has shifted slightly in the field of view because I'm now looking at a smaller surface area of the slide, or piece of the surface area of the slide, and the cell happened to be off to the right. So I'm going to bring it up to 40x. Maybe I'll get something like that. Okay, so I still see that cell to a degree at 40x, but it's off to the side. And then if I took it all the way up to 100x, I might not see any cell at all. Okay? So this is why it's important to recenter and refocus as you move from objective to objective. All right, that's all I have to say about microscopy.